Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will see how we can install Elasticsearch, Logstash and Kibana on an ARM based machine. Right now I'm using a MacBook Pro with M4 chip in it to run a Ubuntu VM. I already have my Zeek deployed in one more virtual machine. I'll show you the status for that. Zeek status, so we can see it's currently running. I will link the documentation for the Zeek installation process in the description. You can check the link over there, and I will also link the process for installing ELK in the description. You can also use that link and follow through the video. So first let's update the machine using apt update. Since the update is done, I will install some dependencies. That would be apt transport https. Once this is done, I will also install default JDK and JRE. Now that the JDK and JRE is installed, let's go ahead and add the apt repository of the ELK stack, and I'll also add sources list to the sources list.t. Once this is done, let's go ahead and update the machine. And there's no need to worry about this error. Once this is done, let's go ahead and install Elasticsearch. Now let's try to start Elasticsearch. Let's go ahead and check the status for this. Now what we would do is we can go ahead to the directory where we have the configuration file for Elasticsearch. That's etc Elasticsearch. Let's go ahead and edit elasticsearch.yml. Let's go ahead and uncomment the network host. For now I'll set this to my current IP address. You can, if you want, you can set it to 0.0.0.0, which is not that great, but you can do it if your IP address keeps changing. And I'll also enable the HTTP port, and I'll try to restart the Elasticsearch. Now let's check the status. I think this is because of the JVM options. So I believe this is because of JVM options. Let's go ahead and add these lines. What is dash xms 2g dash xmx. So this is s and this is x 2g. Make sure you keep the same number of RAM in both of these, and try allocating based on your machine capacity. Now I'll go ahead and restart the Elasticsearch. there might be some issues. Let's see what's the problem. I will go ahead and copy this command from here, and I'll limit my search to last 2 minutes. Okay, I guess this is because of the discovery host. What I will do is I'll go down to discovery section, and I will add this one line, discovery dot type single node. Now let's restart Elasticsearch. I think it has started successfully, and we can see it has restarted. What I would do now is I'll try to fetch the output for this. Curl -x get, and that would be 192.168.64.22, which is my IP address for this machine. And we can see Elasticsearch is running successfully. Now what we can do is we can install Logstash. Before we continue, if for any reason if you're running into an error like this, which says the signal call 04, what you can do is you can go ahead and edit the Elasticsearch service file and add the environment as service environment as this, and that should work once you restart Elasticsearch. You can check this in the documentation that I would provide in the description. Now what we would do is, since we have installed the Logstash, let me just clear this. You can restart Logstash, and can check. Now let's check the status for Logstash. It's running. Now let's go ahead and install Kibana. Now that we have installed Kibana, let's go to the directory of Kibana, and let's modify kibana.yaml file. What we can do is let's open up the server port, which is 5601, and also server host. I will change local host to my current IP 64.22. This is my local machine IP. Next, I'll also uncomment the Elasticsearch.host option, and I will give the IP address in place of localhost because my Elasticsearch is running on IP address. And I think that's it for now. Let's save this file and let's restart actually. Sorry. Now let's check the status for Kibana. We can see it's running. What we can now do is let's go ahead and try to access 192.168.64.22 and 5601. We can see Kibana is working perfectly. what we can do is we can go ahead and now let's try to configure the XPack security actually for this. First I'll stop Elasticsearch and Kibana. Now let's get into the file of elasticsearch.yaml. And in the security section, what I would do is I would add this line called xpack dot security dot enable as true. Let's save this file and restart. Now let's check the status for this. Okay, now what we can do is just here, let's change this so, and we can see it's asking for a username and password. Now we can actually go ahead and generate some passwords. For that, let's go to the directory /user /share /elasticsearch /bin. I'll clear this terminal, and we can see this executable called Elasticsearch auto setup passwords, which is this Elasticsearch setup passwords help. And we have two options. One is auto, where system would generate all the username for each username it would generate a password, and another is interactive, where the user can give in an option for passwords which they want. But for now, for this purpose of tutorial, let's go ahead with auto option. Yes, I would like to confirm. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and save these passwords in my machine somewhere. I'll just save it in my Notion for now. So next what we can do is we can actually try this Elastic, and the password for Elastic is this. You can see it's working. Now what I would do is I'll clear the screen, and now let's go to the kibana.yaml file /etc kibana.yaml, and if we scroll all the way down to the Kibana section, we can find Elastic username and password, which is this. I'll actually keep the Kibana system as the username for now, and I'll copy the password for Kibana systems. And I'll save this. Now what we can do is let's try to start systemctl restart Kibana. Let's check the status for Kibana now. You can see Kibana system is running perfectly. Let's go ahead and try to access it now. So my username is Elastic, and let me get my password. Let me copy this and I'll paste it here. I don't know what's there. So we can see we have enabled expect security. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and set up we can actually go ahead and integrate this with Zeek to get Zeek logs to ELK machine. We have two options. One is to use file beats, another is used to feed server or using logstash. For this tutorial what I can do is I can actually go ahead and deploy feed server and do it. Let me just select this up, add Zeek logs, it's loading a feed. I'll just wait for this, it's gonna take a minute. I'll just leave it as Zeek, and before that I think I need to go to fleet. Yes, I need to add this line to my Elasticsearch. Let me go to the Elasticsearch directory, nano elasticsearch.yaml, let me add this line, let me save and restart systemctl restart Elasticsearch. That worked. Let's actually make some modification to the fleet settings and actually delete this. So here the IP address would be for the machine in which we are running Zeek right now, 192.168.64 and 23, and the port number would be 8220. And here let me go ahead and change this local host to my machine IP address of the machine in which I'm running ELK stack, 192.168.64.22, and let me just save this. Yes, I want to apply these settings. Let me go ahead and add an agent right now, and this I would do in default fleet server policy. Let me go to the download page, and the download page is over here. Copy this, wget now let's extract xzsf and let's get into this directory. And now let's go back to this page and generate, sorry, this would be a quick start. And let me just copy this command and paste it here. Yes, and we can refresh this page and see our host is been added to this. Let's just wait a minute for this to be updated. And we can see it is healthy right now. To the integration section, and let's search for Zeek here. Let's add Zeek logs, and let me not change the name for now, and let me go ahead here and remove the directories that I don't need. Currently my logs are in opt Zeek logs current, and let me save this and deploy changes. We can see there is an agent already enrolled in this. Zeek. Actions, view policy. So I don't need that. Post and logs. And we already have some log entries. Let's go to discover section. Yes, I think we can see some logs. Matrices. Let me go ahead and search something zeek here. So we do have some zeek logs. This is from the file. Let me go ahead and expand this. This is from input.go. Sorry, this is from dnp3.log file actually. Let's now go to dashboard section, and we don't have any data right now for this. Let's there is some data, incoming data. Syslog. I don't think there should be any syslog data. SSH attempts. I guess the logs are not yet captured for any of these. I just need to wait for a while to get some data out of this, but we do have the system data, which is CPU usage, memory usage, and other stuff. Super commands. What I can do is let me try to ping some IP addresses. And duplicate HTTPS. This might be not that great to do, but let me just try. Not duplicate curl HTTPS youtube.com, I guess. I would not get any response. That makes sense. I guess after capturing more logs, this would show up more data, but for now I don't have any logs to show this. But this is how you can deploy ELK stack and an ARM based machine, and also connect it with a zeek machine that's running zeek using fleet server. But you can also go ahead and use logstash or filebeats for this, but I would suggest using fleet server, because you can just add the integration and there's no need to do any modification from your side for the agent. It would automatically get updated and you're all set. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, do consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.